Hi, I'm Darryn Farrugia and welcome. So this is the December update of my single stroke roll resolution. So if you don't know what that is, on the 1st of January this year, as my New Year's resolution and also as a means of making myself accountable to myself and also to you, I decided that my New Year's resolution was going to be able to play a single stroke roll at 200 beats per minute for 1 minute by the 1st of January 2021. And so I do these monthly updates to just let you know where I'm at with it, how I'm practicing it, what changes I've made to my practice routine, etc. In last month's video, I spoke about making a change to my routine where I was playing for longer durations, and I think at that point I might have been playing a single stroke roll for 15 minutes. Anyway, so what my routine is at the moment is I'm playing a single stroke roll anywhere between 142 and 146 for 20 minutes. So 20 minutes without stopping. That's just 20 minutes straight out single stroke roll. And I'm practicing that on this blue Pro Logix pad. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because this pad doesn't offer much in the way of rebound. So sort of forces me to work a little harder and certainly getting my wrists to work a little harder. But the point of this, and most importantly, is that I'm staying as relaxed as I possibly can. So there is absolutely no strain or stress on my muscles during that 20 minutes. And I'll tell you why this came about in a minute. But I'm really enjoying that, and I'm really focusing on staying relaxed and maintaining good form. Now, when I talk about maintaining good form, I don't want to compromise the quality of my technique just because I'm trying to play fast or just because I just want to muscle these things out. I think it's most important that I just maintain a very relaxed form and make sure that I'm not compromising the position of my arms, etc. So I try to keep things as correct and as orthodox as I can, provided that I am playing relaxed, playing with control. That is, that I'm playing accurately and that I'm playing, evenly, and everything's just loose. Many years ago, when I started taking lessons with my drum teacher, Frank Corniola, I was 15 at the time, so we're going back a long time. And on every lesson, Frank made all of his students play the 3 basic rudiments for a minute, starting with both the right hand and then again with the left hand. And Frank would demonstrate this by playing on a pad that had very little rebound, and he'd put the metronome at 208, and he'd play a single stroke roll without a warm-up. So he used to claim, you should be able to get to a point where you can do this without a warm-up. And he would do it, I was witness to it. So it wasn't until, maybe 30 years after those lessons when I asked him, how did you do it, Frank? And he said that he went through a practice phase where he was just playing singles for a long time, and he'd play, a single stroke roll at, 160 for 20 minutes just to build his endurance. But it would also build his reflexes. And Frank used to mention this, building a reflex. And I've heard Joe Morello say this as well. And I'm finding that this is what's happening. So when you play a single stroke roll for 20 minutes, and then after that you just take a break for a minute, if you turn your metronome up to a faster tempo, like 180 or 182, which is kind of where I'm hovering at the moment, then the first 30 seconds of that is completely effortless. And that's really what we're going for. We're just going for that point where the muscles just do their thing. So that's the approach that I'm taking at the moment. And as I said, the overriding factor is that I must maintain being relaxed. That's the most important thing. That's been helping. So today, at the start of this video, what you heard me play was a single stroke roll at 190 beats per minute. Now, I can't maintain a minute of that, but I find that, if I just flick the metronome to 190, my hands are quite happy to play at that speed. So where am I at? So, like, in all honesty, I don't know that I'm going to get, or I don't think, actually, I know for sure that I'm not going to get to 200 in a month's time. You know, that's not going to happen. But I don't want to, in the process, compromise, my technique by playing with too much tension or potentially damaging myself. Because during this journey, I have experienced some pains in my forearm. Now, a key thing to remember in that why I'm doing this, I'm not trying to break any speed records. It's just something I wanted to be able to do for myself. But ultimately, what I wanted to do was have some kind of record online as to the process to develop this. If you want to do this, if you want to achieve a goal like this, I want to create a resource that you can come and watch on YouTube that sort of follows my journey, and that journey will continue beyond the 1st of January in 2021. So, if I stumble across a means and a method to be able to make this effective, then that's what I will advertise, let's say, and it will also be something that I want to share with you. That's if you want to do this as well. And I will say that, I am focusing mostly on the traditional grip thing because I do find that to be harder. It's harder to get faster playing traditional grip. Now, the other question and a discussion that I had with a student the other night was, is this for everybody? Can everybody do it? I mean, Buddy Rich could do it, and Dick Cully can do it, and a couple of my teachers could do it, but is it for everybody? I mean, are we just different as individuals? Because, what's stopping anybody running as fast as Usain Bolt, for example? Or, why isn't everyone who plays drums got the pocket as deep as Steve Gadd's? We're all different. We're all built differently. Perhaps, that's the thing. Maybe this isn't for everybody, and certainly maybe it isn't for me. But I'm just pursuing this because I'm learning so much about myself in the process. So, as I said, I play this for 20 minutes. Single stroke roll. Today I did it at 142 for 20 minutes. Now, that can be pretty boring. So what I do normally is I'll sit myself, in front of my computer over there, and I'll watch a YouTube video of something that interests me. So today I was watching some cricket videos, and, other days it might be pottery or woodwork or whatever. So I'm not, just trying to get bored and hating it. Watching something actually helps pass the time, but I'm also doing it in a way that I can still hear what I'm doing, and I can still hear the quality of what I'm doing. Then after I do that, I will play a series of single stroke rolls at a faster tempo for 1 minute each. So today I played a single stroke roll. I think I played one at 182 for a minute, and then about a 190 for about 30 seconds or so. So I'm still hovering around that 180 BPM mark. I'm still trying to break that barrier, but I'm not going to force it. I'm just going to slowly ease my way past that and not compromise how relaxed I am. When I play the faster singles, I usually use this pad. This is the red Pro Logix pad that has a little bit more rebound than the blue one, but it doesn't have as much rebound as a hard rubber pad. So this surface is not too dissimilar from the tension that I would use when I'm tuning my snare drum, for example. So that one feels really nice. And a shout out to Pro Logix in the US for sending me this beautiful new pad of theirs. So this is like the hard rubber pad. This is like, about as much rebound as you'd want. And then on the back of this is a new model that they have out. So this has got another surface on the back, which is also quite hard. I have a few different surfaces to play with, and it just depends. Like, I've been watching a lot of Louis Belson videos recently, and he has his snare drum tuned pretty tight. There's some great videos out there to check out, along with Buddy Rich and a few other those drummers from that era. So I don't want to practice on a hard rubber surface and rely on that rebound, and only to find that when I play a snare drum, I'm really struggling because the snare drum isn't anywhere near the tension of a hard rubber pad. So I'm finding the red Storm pad, the ProLogic's red Storm pad, a really great surface to practice on. So anyway, that's where things are at the moment. Thanks for your patience with me today, and for the last 11 months. I guess we'll see where things are in a month's time. But you know, again, I'll say this, and it's very important. Just, I'm trying to stay loose and I'm trying to stay relaxed. I'm trying desperately not to hurt myself, irrespective of this looming deadline that I have in a month's time. So, you know, if I don't make that deadline, hey, that's fine. You know, that's cool. I don't want to hurt myself in the process. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I'm appreciating all the support I'm getting from you all. I hit 1,600 subscribers, which is ridiculous because I had no idea that I would get that far, and it's still growing, so thank you so much. And you can share this video with your friends, loved ones, colleagues and enemies. And be sure to check out my website, darrynfarrugia.com, for information on me, and check out the shop and all of that sort of stuff. I can't think of anything else to say, so I'll see you next week with another video, and take care and happy practice. Bye.